Well, here they come. They're coming on board, Lindsay. We got some people showing up today, so this is going to be great. Give
Awesome.
a couple of seconds for people to join us. There we go. The numbers are going up.
Wow. I was gonna say I feel like it's like a fundraiser event or something. We're just watching the ticker board just continually increase.
Exactly like that. That's exactly what it is. Well, perfect. It looks like we're good to go. So, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today for an exciting webinar from Virgin Voyages. My name is Dean Lapham. I'm the Senior Director of Professional Development here at CLIA. I'm just going to go over some housekeeping ground rules for the webinar today. So the webinar, you can ask questions throughout this webinar. Just put it in the question module, and Lindsay will get to those questions in a Q&A after his presentation. Presentation will run for about 40 to 45 minutes, and then this whole presentation will be recorded on CLIA Global. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Lindsay. I'm going to read right here the script. So Lindsay is joining us from Virgin Voyages, Head of Field Sales West, which is based in Long Beach, California. He manages a team of 4 sales managers located throughout the country, representing 33 different states, all responsible for identifying and nurturing relationships with like-minded first mates. That's you guys out there, first mates, the travel advisors, and helping them fall in love with the Virgin Voyages brand. Prior to his role, Lindsay was front and center with First Mates as the Southern California BDM to help them understand Virgin Voyages and show them how Virgin Voyages is creating the most irresistible holiday in travel, teaching them who the ideal sailors, aka customers, are, so they can identify the people who will appreciate and love what's being designed on the sea. He also helped them take advantage of the power of the Virgin brand and utilize the red-hot marketing power to drive their own business. So take it away, Lindsay. I'm going to turn my camera off and let you go at it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dean. If any like audio mishaps or anything happens, feel free to just chime in, and feel free to, if there's any chat box questions that come up, let me know. But I would love to, continually get some feedback in the chat box, because I want this to be interactive. I don't want this to be me just kind of preaching to you, even though I have a lot of really exciting updates to share with you today. So without further ado, I will go ahead and jump right in. Ahoy, everybody. As you mentioned, I am Lindsay Wagner, Head of Field Sales West, based out here in sunny Southern California. So if you are a first mate that lives in California or Arizona, we might have been in touch or been in contact over the past couple of years for as long as I have been here at Virgin. But a little bit about myself. I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary with Virgin Voyages, which who would have thought, 5 years ago, back in 2018, when we were just a twinkle in Richard Branson's eye, that we'd be here today. But I can tell you that we're still here. We are operating. I know there are many first mates on the call that have actually sailed with us, love the brand, and have brought us their sailors, which we are so thankful for that. But for those of you on the call that might be a little new to the brand, or maybe just signed up with CLIA or just started your travel business coming out of the pandemic, as we all know, everybody is busier than ever, and the value you bring to your clients is so paramount in travel these days. And so if you're learning about Virgin, you're probably thinking, well, what's different? What makes you unique? What makes you stand out amongst all the other cruise lines out there? Well, first and foremost, the reviews help us stand out. And I am excited to say that right now we are the top rated cruise line with the most 5-star reviews on TripAdvisor, which goes back to October 2021 when we first launched. We have about a year and a half's worth of reviews, and we've got sailors that are loving their experience. They're loving the ship. They're loving the food. They are loving the crew. I think they're loving the onboard experience, which I'll talk about here in the next couple of slides. But the one thing that I know that everybody can agree on, that we have gotten very positive feedback on, is the fact that we are an adults-only cruise line. There are no children on board this ship. And if you are excited about no children on this ship, I need you to type yes in the chat box. It might even be like a yes with like 20 exclamation points after that. But the fact that we are an adults-only, exclusively adult vacation, I have to tell you that so many people appreciate that. innovative restaurant concepts where we have, honestly, we flip the script on what it means to dine on board a cruise ship. There are no buffets, no main dining room, no forced formal wear. You get so much included in the price point when you do sail with us, which I'll talk about that on the next couple of slides. There's also a very healthy dose of what we like to call retox and detox on board our ship, where there are plenty of those high energy moments in the Manor Night Club, or we've got the overnights in Ibiza, but then we also have those moments of kind of serene, peaceful environments, you know, all located throughout the ship. Personally, my favorite out on the dock there on the 7th deck. And when you sail with us, it is a choose your own adventure. We have something for everybody. And so with that being said, what do you get included in the voyage fare here at Virgin? What we call always included luxury. You get dining at 20 plus eateries. A lot of the times where you get nickel and dime for dining in this restaurant or dining in this space, not here at Virgin. It is all included. Your gratuities and tips, your group fitness classes, your onboard entertainment, your essential drinks, and last but not least, Wi-Fi. We here at Virgin believe that Wi-Fi is a basic human digital right that everyone should have access to. So we are very excited that everyone can stay connected and post those FOMO-inducing shots to family and friends back home. Now, after the fact that we are an adults-only cruise line, which people are absolutely loving, and that is the number one reason why people are booking with Virgin. Second is the food. The food on our ship is phenomenal. I was on a virtual cruise night last night with one of my travel advisor partners out here in California, and he even made the bold statement that it was the best food he has ever had on a cruise ship, which warmed my heart to hear that. Which, if you sailed with us and you love our food, I would love it if you could put a yes in the chat box. And again, throw 20 exclamations behind it. But we have done our best to recreate a land-based restaurant experience. We've got 20 plus restaurants on board, no buffets, no big dining halls, and all of your specialty dining is included. We've got steak and seafood. We've got elevated Mexican. We've got vegan, vegetarian. We've got a part cooking lab, part restaurant space, Korean barbecue. And last but not least, we have my favorite spot, which is extra virgin. And again, all included in the price point. But when your eateries, we have the rest of our eateries on board, more of kind of the fast casual grab and go. We've got pizza, we've got our specialty coffee shop, we've got a poke bowl spot. And personally, my favorite, I talk about it in every webinar. I am currently sporting the t-shirt right now. I can't see myself, but I am wearing the Lick Me Till I Scream ice cream shop t-shirt. So if you've had ice cream from Lick Me Till I Scream, please put a yes in the chat box. I would love to see, or just put an ice cream cone emoji. Would love to see that. So again,
Lindsay,
when you're talking to your clients,
great.
Oh, good. I'm glad that came out to the webcam. I may not have a glamorous virtual background, but I at least brought it in my wardrobe today for all things Virgin. So yeah, so those are all of our eateries. And again, you know, when you talk to your clients about Virgin and you need those kind of quick bullet points, you lead off with the fact that adults only, no kids, and second, the food on the ship. And again, that it is all included. So now I have a quick little video, and Dean, you have to keep me honest if you can hear this, or at least the video works, but we're just going to give it a whirl and see how we roll. Oh. I think we're getting some feedback, but
yeah, we're getting some feedback, Lindsay. Lindsay, you know what we can do? We can actually send these videos to everyone if you'd like.
Love it. Yes, let's do that. And also, these videos are posted on YouTube and in our firstmates.com marketing materials. So if you would love to post some of these videos on your social media feeds, send them off to your clients, please do so. And as you can see from the screen there, I think we have the best feature of any cruise line out there, which is our on-demand champagne delivery service, where no matter where you are on the ship, you can take your phone and shake it, and you're going to see little champagne bubbles, confirm that you want it, and a chilled bottle will be delivered to your exact location. I cannot guarantee that Richard Branson will be the one to deliver it, but I can tell you it would be just as amazing of an experience to see one of our lovely crew members with that red champagne buckets around the corner. So there's your third bullet point, and talking to your clients about Virgin. We've got on-demand champagne delivery. All right, so where are we sailing? I know there have been a lot of updates over the past year or so, or even just 6 months with our deployment schedule. So right now we have Scarlet Lady sailing in the Caribbean on 4 and 5 night itineraries. We've got Valiant Lady that is sailing on 6 and 8 night itineraries in the Caribbean during her winter season. She is about ready to head over to Barcelona, where she will turn and start sailing on 3 different 7-night itineraries in the Med. And then really exciting stuff. We have our third ship, Resilient Lady, launching in less than 3 months. She is setting sail out of Athens, Greece, and sailing the Greek Isles. And I've got those itineraries to show you here in the next couple of slides. I'm personally really excited about this because I just booked for that mermaiden voyage. So I will be on Resilient Lady in less than 3 months, sailing to Santorini, Mykonos, and Bodrum, Turkey. So then we have our fourth ship, Brilliant Lady, which will be launching later on this year out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, on 2 different 7-night itineraries, sailing the ABC Islands. So no rest for the wicked here at Virgin. But if you have sailed with Virgin in the Caribbean on Scarlet or Valiant, this might look a little familiar, but if not, this is the Beach Club at Bimini, which is Virgin's own private beach club that we built out in the Bahamas. It is on every single Caribbean itinerary. It is my favorite port of call. Just like the ship, there is not a separate upcharge to access the beach club, and all of your food is included here as well. And kind of going back to that virtual event last night and talking with my other first mates, he even said, the food here at the beach club is not like your standard, hamburgers, hot dogs. Like, we have some gourmet food that is served here. And it's another instance where I felt like I should have been paying extra for it, but it was all included, which is fantastic. So there we have the beach club. But now to kind of show you where we are sailing coming up this summer on Valiant Lady. If you have people that are itching to get out and go, Valiant Lady out of Barcelona beginning May 15th. She will be sailing 3 different 7-night itineraries. We got the French Days and Ibiza Nights, Spanish Obsession, the Irresistible Med itinerary. Each of these itineraries has a 24-hour overnight in Ibiza, Spain. So you can see we arrive at Friday around 7 o'clock, don't leave until 6 p.m. the next day. So almost a full 24 hours to find some fun. And then Resilient Lady, when she launches here coming up in less than 3 months, we've got 2 different 7-night itineraries. You've got the Adriatic Sea and Greek Gems and the Greek Island Glow. You can see you've got a semi-overnight in Dubrovnik and then a full 36 hours in Mykonos. So I will be sure to report back on this because I will be sailing on that Greek Island Glow coming up very, very soon. What is really neat about Resilient Lady after she finishes her summer season in the Greek Isles is that she will be repositioning from Athens down to Sydney on a 45-day itinerary. We're going from Athens to Dubai, and you can actually book these as back-to-back-to-back itineraries. But we got Athens to Dubai, and then Dubai to Singapore. I believe we are close to selling out, if not sold out, on this leg. So if you have clients interested, now is the time. And then once she finishes or lands in Singapore, she will turn and then make her way down to Sydney on that last leg. So again, if you've got clients looking for that bucket list itinerary, I would say probably Resilient Lady might be the one to bird dog here over the next several months. Now, once she makes her way down to Sydney, she will turn and begin sailing the South Pacific. You can see all of the different itineraries that we have listed. She will be there for about a solid 4.5 months sailing the South Pacific, which obviously Virgin has a very large footprint, the Virgin brand itself. So we are very excited to bring Virgin Voyages to the Australian market very soon later this year. So that's what our deployments looks like. And so now hopefully the gears are turning and you're like, okay, all these ships sound amazing. They sound perfect. Who of my client base can I put on these ships? Well, our sweet spot is that mid-30s to mid-60s, average age 49. And the other point I want to make here is that 75% of our sailors have taken a cruise before. They're repeat cruisers. So they have been there, they've done that. They're looking for something new and unique and different. And I think it's safe to say that we are offering something that fits that bill. So if you've got clients, again, that have, been to all-inclusive resorts or sailed on many of the other cruise lines out there, we think they would be a perfect fit for us. And the other thing that we get a lot of questions on is just what does the age mix look like on board? Again, it's a wide range, and honestly, there isn't that really kind of one silver bullet age. It can be a mixed group. Kind of the testimonials here. The thing I love about Virgin is no matter who you are, you're going to love it. Richard Branson actually celebrated his 72nd birthday on board Scarlet Lady last summer and had the time of his life. And we've got the pictures to prove it. So, and we honestly do believe that age is just a number. It is about a mindset. If you have clients that have an open mind, kind of go with the flow, they're okay with avoiding those stuffy formalities, they belong on our ship. One really good qualifying question that I always like to pass on to advisors when they're trying to figure out if Virgin is the right fit for them, I always say, listen, you're going to walk up the gangway, walk right onto the ship, you are going to turn to the right, and you are going to see an ice cream shop called Lick Me Till I Scream. T-shirt not included, but if they can look at that ice cream shop, smile and laugh and kind of chuckle with the whole, Virgin, that red hot marketing and kind of being tongue in cheek with our nautical humor, they belong on our ship, with that being said. So we are also seeing a pretty large crossover of those clients that have booked all-inclusive land-based resorts coming over to Virgin Voyages. And again, I think that goes back to that always included luxury with everything that you already get included in the voyage fare. And right now with our current wave offer that we have in market, it is our most inclusive offer ever because we are including bar tab, which includes drinks, so your food, tips, Wi-Fi, basic bevies, group fitness classes, entertainment, and drinks are included right now for all 2023 sailings. And I'll talk about that wave offer coming up. So again, if you're booking clients or if you have clients reaching out about land-based vacations or resorts, you can give them a list, but absolutely Virgin Voyages should be in the mix purely for everything that you are getting right now with our wave offer. Now, I have another video, which I don't know if it's, if I'll actually play it, but I won't have the audio play, so we won't get any feedback on it. But we've had a pretty large contingent of consumers that have been pretty ticked off that they have not had the opportunity to sail on Virgin Voyages. This was our commercial that we ran a couple of months ago called No Kids on the Ocean. Basically really mad that mom and dad left them at home and went on an adults only vacation. And I think Dina also included this video. And this little one had some pretty choice words to say that ended up getting bleeped out. So I'll leave it at that and let you watch the video to kind of see the full clip. But again, another great commercial by our marketing team that made some waves this past year. All right, so now to our current wave offer that we have. So as you leave this webinar today and you're like, all right, I'm feeling all hyped up, let's sell some Virgin Voyages. What offers do we have in market right now? So right now we have 55% off of the second sailor's voyage fare, plus up to $600 in free drinks, depending on the itinerary length. So to walk you through kind of each component with that, with our Wave Season 2.0, as we call it, where it is buy one sailor, get the second at 55% off. This is for new bookings right now made through the end of this month. So what do we've got? Like another 12 days left, which I know we can make ship happen after today. This is eligible for Sea Terrace cabins, Sea View cabins, and Insider cabins. Suites are not included in this portion of the sale. So just so you're aware, suites are not included in this second sailor voyage fare at 55% off. So just a general FYI with that. And we are throwing in free drinks. So here at Virgin, we do not have your typical all-you-can-drink drink packages. So what we have created is what's called bar tab, where for every $300 that your client purchases in drinks, Virgin will always give them an additional $50 to spend on those drinks. And what I will tell you is that our drinks on board our ship, they are reasonably priced. So beers start anywhere in between like $6 to $8. 42% of our wines are less than $10 a glass. Cocktails start anywhere in between $10 to $12. So pretty reasonably priced. And Dean, I'm sure you could probably relate to this in the fact that I think it actually might be cheaper to drink on the ship than it is here in Southern California. I'm like, those are happy hour prices that we've got on board the ship. So almost getting a steal when you sail with us. So the drink price that you see on board is also inclusive of gratuity and tip. So that's what bar tab is. So with this current wave offer, we are giving every cabin a free bar tab, again, depending on their itinerary length. So if it is 6 nights or less, it is a free $300 bar tab. If it is 7 nights or more, it is a free $600 bar tab. And again, this is for new bookings through the end of this month, and this does include suites. So this does include all cabins and all suites on that. So if you got your mega rock stars and rock stars, let them know that now is the time. And when the wave offer is eligible for all of the voyages that you see there on your screen for Scarlet, Valiant, Resilient, and Brilliant. You will see that for Scarlet, Valiant, and Brilliant, they're for all sailings all the way through the end of this year, which is inclusive of those last sail dates. So if you have clients that are looking to spend New Year's Eve on board any one of our epic ships, this would be the time to book them, because who wouldn't appreciate some free drinks on New Year's Eve with that? So we also have Resilient Lady, again, sailing in the South Pacific. Those itinerary dates are also included as well. So exciting stuff happening here at Virgin. The other thing I want to mention for those of you on the call that might have some loyal sailors out there. So you've got sailors that are, they are at a certain level of another cruise line, or, they are loyal to so many other brands. We want them to try out Virgin Voyages. So we have created our sailing club. Right now, you have to book and sail by the end of March. So it's a little bit of a quick turnaround, but if you've got clients looking for that last minute spring break trip, and again, they're loyal to, or maybe have achieved a different status with another brand, get them over to Virgin, because they will be eligible for our Deep Blue Extras, which is an additional $100 bar tab on us, expedited boarding, premium Wi-Fi, dedicated sailor services support on board, exclusive cocktail event, get free laundry, which is, I think, it's a huge, huge benefit, and then a $10 daily coffee credit to use in our grounds club. So this right here, I thought would be super helpful to see. This is on our Sailing Club website. So you can actually see all of the different cruise lines that we are matching status with. So again, if you've got clients that might be interested in crossing over, we are honoring their status and giving them those Deep Blue Extras when they sail with us by the end of March. All right, so let's build your Virgin Voyages business, because obviously that's the name of the game. That is why you're on this call. You are looking to build your bookings with Virgin. And we've got some really great resources and tools for you to use and put in your toolbox. But first thing I want to mention, which I know is very important to everybody, is how are you going to make your money here? Well, I can tell you that you're getting paid 16% commission on the voyage fare. 16% commission on the voyage fare, and you're making 10% on anything that you pre-sell. So I'm talking air, hotel, any onboard experiences that you pre-book, shore excursions, bar tab, anything that you sell before they step foot on the ship, you're making 10% commission on. The other thing I want to mention about that, and I think is a really awesome feature, and how we are, basically, kind of the client or the sailor can book it themselves, and you're going to still make commission. In that, at 120 days prior to their voyage date, the booking window for shore excursions will open up. At that point, the sailor would be able to log into their phone. They would be able to check out the shore excursions, and they're like, oh, you know what? I want to reserve my cabana at Bimini, and I want to reserve that ATV tour there in Cozumel. They can book through the app. The second that they book, you are going to receive a confirmation email that your client has booked, and you are making 10% commission on that as well. So thumbs up for that, right? Where I like to say you're making money while you sleep. Also, we do not have NCFs. There are no non-commissionable fares here at Virgin Voyages. We have not had NCFs since we launched in 2019. I foresee us never having NCFs, just because we believe you should make money on every single thing that you sell here at Virgin. You worked hard for it. So we're going to pay you on it. So no NCFs here at Virgin. I think it was back in 2019, I believe we were at some convention. It was like NCFs and FW. So we were very much leaning into that phrase. So, all right. So bring your crew on board here at Virgin. I know many of you on the call might specialize in groups here at Virgin. We are the perfect ship for your groups. So just to give you a very quick, brief overview of what groups look like here at Virgin, or what we affectionately call circles. A circle is a group with a minimum of 10 cabins. It could be 10 balconies. It could be 5 balconies, 5 solo cabins. It could be 10 suites, just as long as you are at that 10 cabin minimum at a maximum of 150 sailors. I always like to say, if you have a group that is over 150 sailors, we can absolutely take that offline and let's chat about how we can make that work. So, but that's a circle. And so the value add or the amenity for your clients is that they would receive a certain amount of onboard credit depending on their cabin type that is booked. So they would get a $50 OBC for an insider or a sea view, $100 for a sea terrace or balcony, and $200 for a suite. So that's the value add for the client. You, as the first mate, you would have the option between 2% bonus commission on top of the voyage fare that you booked. So let's say you've got 15 cabins, you're going to make 2% bonus commission on the voyage fare of all 15 of those cabins, or you can opt for a free cabin for every 10 that's actually paid in full. So that 11th cabin would be free. So if you looking to sail with your group, you escort your group, all you have to do is get 10 cabins booked, you're sailing for free. The groups program and the free cabin amenity is great to kind of, connect with maybe that Pied Piper of the group, or that kind of brand advocate that's saying, listen, if you can bring me 10 bookings, 10 people, 10 cabins, I can get you on board and sail for free. So kind of lighting a fire underneath that Pied Piper to keep those bookings coming in. And let's say you hit 22 cabins paid in full, then you're getting 2 cabins paid, or 2 cabins comped. So that is our circles program, or our groups. The other thing I want to mention, and many of you I know have been using this and have been using it really well in building your Virgin Voyages business, is our new Let's Go Book link. This Let's Go Book link is another way for you to make money while you sleep. And what this is a specific URL that is tied to your agency ID plus your agent ID. Every single first mate that is registered with us here at Virgin Voyages, you've got your specific URL that lives in your firstmates.com account. And maybe once we're done and I get out of my share screen here, I will show you how you can locate this Let's Go Book link, because I have a challenge for everybody on this call that I want to see happen. So stay tuned on that. But just to give you an idea of what this looks like, so this URL or this link you can post on social media, you can send out via email, you can turn it into a QR code. And what it is, you actually, your clients would click on this link. It would take them to virginvoyages.com, and it would have your contact information at the top of the page. So it would say sold and serviced by Lindsay Wagner with my email address and my phone number, where your clients have the ability to look at the cabin types, to look at the different itineraries. They can look at, entertainment. They can look at the eateries, the food. And they can actually go through the booking process to where the second that they click book and deposit, an email is sent out to the sailor and you as the first mate to let you know that your client has booked and you are making 16% commission on the voyage fare. So again, another opportunity to make money while you sleep, full commission and no NCFs here at Virgin. So we also have an exciting announcement. Or if there are any JLo fans out there, how many of you are JLo fans? Give me a thumbs up or a yes in the chat box. Yes? Well, last year we announced that JLo, good, I see the hand keep going up and raise, which I love. Awesome. Well, we announced last year JLo as our Chief Entertainment and Lifestyle Officer. Of course, with us being Virgin, we don't have your typical godmother of the ship. Instead, we have a Chief Entertainment and Lifestyle Officer. So I don't think I have ever had a more famous coworker to where I can actually tell friends and family oh yeah, me and JLo, we're for colleagues, right? She may have a couple of extra zeros in her bank account compared to me, but we're super excited to partner up with JLo, and we are offering a one-of-a-kind epic sailing on April 14th through 19th. It is a 5-night, I believe, Dominican days itinerary. JLo herself will be there at the terminal. She will be there at the sail away party. She won't be sailing for the entirety of the voyage, but she will be present there on the sail away on embarkation day. But wishing everybody adieu, but we're super excited because throughout the voyage, we will have different entertainment activations, lifestyle programming, curated well-being experiences, because of course we get to promote her JLo beauty products and some special menu items, including some of JLo's favorites, as well as some themed craft cocktails. So I'm like this close to booking it myself to come and hopefully snap a selfie with Miss JLo. So if you have clients that are huge JLo fans, get them booked on this April 14th voyage. So now, kind of taking you down a different path in terms of training, which if any of you on the call are like, this cruise line sounds amazing, I want to learn more, I want to immerse myself, in the entire, Virgin Voyages experience, well, we have a fantastic online training program called Seacademy. Seacademy takes you into our cabins, our eateries, our onboard experience, our health and wellness activities, sustainability efforts, itineraries, you name it. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's engaging. I know many of you on the call right now are gold tier certified, which again, can I get a hands up or a yes for everybody that's gold tier certified? Yes? Perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm seeing some yeses come through, which is great. When you complete each tier, you receive some pretty great benefits. As you can see, the big one is that once you get to silver tier, you will unlock first mate rates, agent rates, where you're allowed to sail for $100 per person per night in a balcony cabin. Gold tier will get you through or get you some extra OBC for your cabin on a voyage. And each Seacademy tier is worth 3 elective credits towards CLIA's certification program. So, I mean, it's a double whammy here by taking part in our Seacademy. And the other thing that I want to mention that is so important, and a statistic that we love to see for those first mates that complete all the way through gold, they get through all of the training, they're selling 15 times more cabins than those that do nothing with Virgin. So what does that mean is that once you take the training, you are drinking the Virgin Voyages Kool-Aid. You are like, I am ready to go. I'm ready to sail. I am ready to book some cabins because I know just who this product is right for. So strongly encourage you to finish through gold. And also right now we have a promotion that is happening for all first mates that complete through gold tier from February 1st through February 28th. So if you've already completed gold, sorry, this doesn't apply to you, but if you have not completed gold just yet, get through gold tier and we are giving away a voyage a week. I think we have 2 voyages left to give away from our learning and development team. So hopefully that lights a fire under you this weekend to possibly get through all of our training. So, and as I mentioned, once you get through the silver tier, that will unlock the different agent rates. You can see here that we have those on Scarlet Lady through the end of April. And unfortunately, Miss JLo's voyage is not applicable for first mate rates. So we're filling that ship with all of our fan base out there. And then we've got Valiant Lady agent rates to the end of April, including the 15-night transatlantic Miami to Barcelona. So anybody on the call that might be looking to host a group or even sail by yourself, Wi-Fi is included, so you can still work. You can still book while you're out in the middle of the Atlantic. So, and again, all of this is live in firstmates.com for you to be able to view. The other thing that I want to mention, since we have, I think, well, what's the last count? I can see we've got 132 people on this webinar, which is fantastic. 132 first mates out there that hopefully you're wanting more and looking to build your business. Well, what I can tell you is that what we are doing in the field right now with our sales team, we're doing virtual events. I know kind of the in-person things, they're coming back, but for those on, that have groups that, clients spread out all over the country, a virtual cruise night is a fantastic way to build your business. A virtual cruise night is basically a Zoom meeting for 30 minutes. One of our sales managers hops on the call. You promote this virtual cruise night to your group. If you've got a Pied Piper, if you've got that brand advocate, if you've got that affinity group where you are looking to target a specific itinerary, let's get them on a virtual event. We are offering this to our gold tier first mates. So again, got to get through training in order to qualify to be able to host one of these with one of our sales team members. But the nice thing is that we dangle a little carrot for everybody. We are able to offer an exclusive OBC just for your clients if they book within 7 days of that virtual cruise night event. So they will receive $200 in OBC for a suite, $100 for a balcony, or $50 for a sea view or an insider cabin. So a nice little extra touch on top of, and this is combinable with all of our other offers in market right now as well. So if you are interested in possibly hosting one of these, please reach out to your Virgin Voyages sales manager. Again, we already have these on the books for February and now looking into March. And again, these are it's such a great tool if you have that group kind of already kind of coming into it, all looking to sail on the same date. We get everybody on the call. We talk about how amazing Virgin is, and honestly, we watch the bookings come in. And I will give a shout out. I was working with a first mate out here in Southern California. Her name is Liz. Liz, if you're watching, love you, thumbs up. But she had a Greek Island Glow itinerary that she was targeting for her group. They go on one big cruise a year, and she's like, Virgin Voyages is it. I know this is going to be a great fit, and we've always, like, the bucket list has always been the Greek Isles. And once I saw that you had a ship sailing there, I'm like, we have got to get on board. So let's target this specific sail date. I'll send out the invite. We'll get everybody on the Zoom. And right now, Liz is sitting at about 25 cabins booked off of this one virtual cruise night. So the ROI on that is absolutely fantastic. So reach out to your Virgin Voyages sales manager if you are interested. The other thing that I want to also put a big plug for, and you might be seeing some more information about this coming up very soon, is our top 100 First Mate Spectacular Soiree. So if you are on this call right now and you see yourself in one of these pictures, go you. But we honored our top 100 First Mates on a Valiant Lady 4-night voyage last month. It was a fantastic celebration. We were honoring all of the hard work with our First Mates and really just thanking them for sending their clients our way. And so I have to tell you, I want Clea to represent on 2024's top 100 First Mate. So if you are down and you want to be one of the top 100, I want a thumbs up. I want a yes in the chat box that you want to see yourself on this. There's plenty of time still left. I think we're going to have some information about this 2024 event coming out very soon. So check your inboxes on that. So last but not least, if you've got clients that, again, can appreciate traveling in a kid-free environment, they love great food, they want to feel like a rock star, avoid those stuffy formalities, they are young at heart. I like to say that Richard Branson mentality, get them on Virgin Voyages, because I can guarantee you once you get them on board, they're going to be absolutely hooked and think, I cannot sail any other way. So I'll talk through this video, but if you're watching your shows lately, you might recognize this commercial, our Now We're Voyaging. It actually aired during the Super Bowl there in the Southeast. Or if you were in like Florida, Atlanta area, those markets, you might have seen this commercial. So we were really excited to see some Virgin Red amongst all the other famous commercials. But this video is also live in firstmates.com and on YouTube as well. You can actually repost this to your client. So with that, and Dean, you're going to have to help me out here, because I know that everybody's going to be like flying through the chat box, but I have a challenge for everybody on this call. And I know that we got 134 people on this call. I know probably a lot of them are registered to do business with us. And what my ask is, and if you are up for the challenge, put yes. We're looking for you to make 2 additional bookings after this webinar. So who is in? If you are in, you are feeling pumped and jazzed, and let's do this. Lean into all of the marketing materials that we have right now, our current promotions and offers at 55% off the second sailor, the free bar tab. We have those virtual cruise night opportunities with our sales team. We've got many of you on the call that have placeholder bookings, that clients that are just sitting out there ready to convert it into a sail date. We've got that Let's Go book link, and circles those groups, those couples trips, those girlfriend getaways, those solo travelers, those milestone celebrations, those adult multi-gen trips, I think we can get 2 bookings from everybody on this call, which right now, 134 people, is just at 135. So it looks like we lost somebody. You're looking at about 268 bookings we expect additionally by the end of Q1. So you might ask, well, how do I even start? Like, what can I do? What can I use? Well, I'm gonna do the heavy lifting for you right here. Post this text. If you can, take a photo of this text. What you see there on your screen, that is our current wave offer that we have right now. Take a picture of it. The picture that you see on the left-hand side of your screen is in firstmates.com and the marketing materials. You can download this picture. You can post this text on your social media feeds. Hey, and guess what? Post your Let's Go book link right underneath this text. Have people click on that. Have them reach out to you for more questions, or even they can book themselves. And you're going to make that 16% commission. And you're well on your way to those additional 2 bookings by the end of Q1. So with that, Dean, look at that. Look, my title even changed after this presentation. It looks like I might have been demoted, but title changed within the past like 24 hours. But was a senior sales manager, now head of field sales west. But that is everything here at Virgin. If you have any questions at all, you need any additional assistance, please reach out to me. I am more than happy to do what I can, connect you with one of our amazing sales managers, and get your clients all booked up, because that is the name of the game at the end of the day. So look at that, 143. I think I hit like a 40-minute mark.
Lindsay, that was amazing. So, you said you would get it done fast, and you did. That's great. So little shout out, Lindsay.
Yeah.
We have Joe. Joe says she's having a fabulous time right now on Valiant Lady on the Eastern Caribbean cruise. Awesome restaurants, fantastic staff. Everyone loves, number 1, no kids. Number 2, the food. She brought her husband for his first ever cruise, and she thinks that she may have set the bar too high. So she's having a great time. And the other thing that was kind of cool that she mentioned, Lindsay, was she likes that there's no single-use plastics on board. That's kind of cool for sustainability.
Absolutely. Yes, no single-use plastics on board. So you won't have your paper straws or kind of your plastic cups on board. And it's something that you don't really think about until you actually experience it. And then once you're using kind of the reusable like cups, or just even in our coffee shop, like being able to just return your coffee mugs, and it's not the throwaway things. You're like, wow, this is actually, I feel like I'm making a difference, if you will, which is fantastic. The other thing that is, to me, like the smallest touch that I think makes the biggest difference, in every single cabin, you've got your water carafes, where instead of kind of water bottles, which typically are in room, when you think about how many water bottles are on cruise ships, but instead we've got these water carafes that are filled daily by our housekeeping team with this triple distilled natural water filter system. So you have a still and sparkling water carafe in your room. Every single time I come back to my room, I just always love having kind of fresh water to pour in a glass. So it's a small touch, which makes a big difference. And Joe Perry, I know who Joe is, and a special shout out back to Joe. I met Joe at a conference last November. I think it was one of the first times she had ever interacted with Virgin as a brand. And she has gone all in. I know she hosted a virtual cruise night with Rebecca there in Texas. But Joe, thanks for joining the call on Valiant Lady. So appreciate you.
Now get back to having fun, right?
That's right. Now get back to the pool deck. Yeah.
Yeah. Carol came in. She said, I can't wait to see the state-of-the-art tattoo parlor getting a tattoo at sea.
Yes. I did. I know there are so many different topics that we could talk about here at Virgin. I know I probably should have thrown that in there for the wow factor, but I felt my T-shirt kind of took the cake on that. But yes, we have the first ever tattoo studio at sea. We partnered up with world famous Tattoo Inc. They helped us design the space. They helped us staff it, which for those of you that might be new to tattoos, I did not know this, but getting a tattoo used to be a time-honored seafaring tradition that sailors would actually get a tattoo whenever they crossed the equator. So we thought, why not allow our sailors the same opportunity? So with that being said, you might be seeing a lot of people walking off the ship with their nice little I Heart Mom or I Heart Virgin Voyages logo on their arms. So I'm actually sailing next month, and I'm this close. I'm thinking about getting my my second tattoo on board. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll report back on the next webinar.
Yeah, we have Ken Anik also said Ken got a mermaid tattoo for the world record that
Love
he
it.
set. And then,
awesome. He must have,
Anik got
got
inked on Scarlet Lady. Yeah, this is so.
Yes.
We got to ask a serious question, Lindsay. A question came up about people who might be disabled and getting around the ship for those who might need a little extra care. Do you have anything updates on that for us?
Yes. So we do have ADA and accessible cabins in all of our cabin categories. Absolutely. If you want to give our Sailor Services team a call, you can work with them to make the special notation on the booking, but absolutely, come one, come all. More than happy to accommodate and make sure they have a fabulous experience on board. You can also notate that on the booking through the booking engine as well on firstmates.com.
Question came up about getting the t-shirt. How do they get souvenirs?
Great question. So you got to sail with us. So we have a fabulous merch store on board all of our ladies' ships, the Virgin Voyages shop, and that is where I got this cool T-shirt, this "Lick Me Till I Scream" T-shirt. So you got to sail with us. I've heard, and I'm probably get my hand slapped for this from John, but we are in development or in the works on developing a First Mate kind of shop where you would be able to order items online for your own personal use or using it as like ordering for giveaways for your clients with that. So it might be something as simple as ordering like the metal straws, because again, we don't have plastic straws on board. So a nice way to nice little thank you for your clients with some gifts that you might be able to order. So stay tuned on that. But for the time being, just book yourself a First Mate rate, go sail, and go buy yourself one of these T-shirts.
Perfect. Thank you. So a couple of them wanted to see the Let's Go book link again. Can you show that again for them so they can take a picture of it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go here. Let's see. And Dean, you'll have to keep me honest here to make sure that you can actually see my screen here. And please do not judge all the tabs at the top. I know everybody's guilty with all of that, but name of the game is what you see here on your screen. This is what you see when you log into firstmates.com, which is our main agent resource for all things Virgin Voyages. But you will see your name in the upper right-hand corner here. When you click on your name, you will find My Profile. You click on that. That will take you to your specific agent profile. You will go down to First Mate link. You will click on First Mate link. That will bop you over to virginvoyages.com. And as you can see on the upper left-hand corner, sold and serviced by Lindsay Wagner, and my email address and my phone number. So you, again, you can take this link, you can send it out to clients, you can send it out to family, friends. Also, hot tip, kind of giving a plug to another, service, but Bitly is a fantastic service you can use where you can create your own link. So when you create your own link, what it does is shortens it. And when you take this link, and kind of going into the weeds here, but I find this like super helpful. It was a really great resource for a lot of advisors. When you take your link here, you will paste it in there, and we'll call this my Lindsay VV link. Click create, and then what that does is takes you right down here. So this would be the link that you can actually share with people, saying bit.ly Lindsay VV link, and again, when you click on it, it will take you right to virginvoyages.com. So there you go. Nice little tip there. But you can post that link with with your little text right here, encouraging people to book. So there you go.
Excellent. We have a comment. I was on with my 29-year-old son and his girlfriend. My son, who had been on close to 20 cruises, said there's no reason to go on any other cruise line. That was a nice little quote.
Love that.
And
Thank you to whoever said that.
And you'll be sending some more information to our travel advisors as far as anything for them as far as discounts and getting those set up for themselves, correct? Like you can send that to them?
You mean for the first mate rates or the
Yes, the
wave
first
offers?
mate rates. Yep. So there's
Yes.
a bunch of them that came in about getting the first mate rates and discounts. Some of them are asking about, as far as booking reservations, if there's discounts. So I know that there's going to be a lot of information about that on your site, correct?
Yeah, and just to I'll take you back here to firstmates.com. When all else fails, go to firstmates.com. But you'll see on this landing page right here, if you click Tools and Guides, you will see this button here that says First Mate Rates right here, right underneath Marketing Materials. You click on that. That will then take you to the landing page here, and you'll see where you can click here for all of our current sailings with First Mate Rates. So that will allow you to actually download that document and see how you can book. You can only book First Mate Rates by giving our Sailor Services team a call. They will be able to assist. You can't book those online. You have to call in, and you have to be through Silver Tier in order to qualify for those rates again.
Great. Lindsay, another serious question. So this was more about the dining room. As far as folks who might have mobility issues with the booth setup in some of the dining rooms or the lounges, has that changed to allow for more flexibility for people who might need it?
As far as I know, yes. I mean, if you have, I know like in the Wake, in Test Kitchen, and in, let's see, what was the other one? Razzle Dazzle. Those, I actually had a first mate that had a client on board with accessibility issues and talked about a positive experience that they had recently. So as far as I know, they have improved, depending on, I guess, when you might have last sailed on that. But yeah, more than happy to follow up with you on that in terms of restaurant configurations, if you like. I don't know if, Dean, you can see who's asking the question that we can follow up with them. That'd be great.
Will do. Yep. And again, everyone who has submitted a question, if we didn't get to it, we're going to be forwarding all these questions to Lindsay, and he'll be able to follow up with you directly because we have your information and things like that. One of the other questions that came in is about the excursions and booking the excursions. Do you recommend booking the excursions before they go on the cruise or during the cruise?
That's a great question, and I will, it's kind of a two-part answer. First is if they're eyeing an excursion that they are like super pumped about, like, I don't want to miss this excursion, book it ASAP to guarantee and confirm that you have a spot in that excursion. And again, those open up at 135 days prior to voyage date for our Mega Rockstar and Rockstar sailors, and at 120 days prior to the voyage date for all other sailors. So at that 120 mark or 135 mark, yes, book it if you can. The other part of that answer, I would say, it depends on if they are looking to use onboard credit to pay for that excursion. They cannot pre-purchase an excursion before they get on board and use onboard credit. If they pre-book, their credit card on file would be charged. If they are looking to use their onboard credit to pay for a shore excursion, they would need to wait until they get on board to actually book that. Because once they get on board, they connect the app to the ship's Wi-Fi, their account is activated, and that's when it can pull from that onboard credit amount.
Great. Good deal. One of the questions came regarding the stateside ports. Is there any plan in the future? Because right now it's Miami, correct? Is there a plan to have other stateside ports in the future?
I wish. Being based here in Southern California, no joke, I can look out my window here in Long Beach and I can see Carnival's cruise terminal. And every day, every morning, I see the ship coming in and I'm like, God, it would be so nice to see that like Virgin Red pull up right here in Southern California, because I know we have a market for it out here. So TBD, I mean, right now with Miami being our home port, now we just opened up a brand new cruise terminal that just turned 1 year old as of on Valentine's Day. So we have a pretty big dedication to the South Florida market and need to pay that mortgage off, if you will, for that terminal. But for right now, it's just Miami for the foreseeable future. But that's the beauty of a ship. It can relocate because it can float to another city. So I'm a little biased here, but if there are any Southern California or California or Arizona first mates, let's start booking the heck out of Virgin and show that there's a demand out here. So
that sounds great. Well, Lindsay, thank you so much again. That was excellent. And like I said before, this will be on the CLIA Global YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel will host this video for anybody who had missed a section of it. And there's a lot of thank you so much. There's a lot of people who are very excited. We had about 10 people who are going to be going on some Virgin cruises coming up. One's even going to be doing the transatlantic cruise. So we got some folks who are going to be doing that. And so those people will be reaching out to you for some more information, I bet. But is there anything you want to end with, Lindsay, as we say goodbye to everyone?
Yeah, but if people, we got 122 still left in the chat. We've had some exciting additions to the team over the past week or so. Jody and JC just joined our sales crew as sales development reps. So their role will be actually working with our first mates that may be needing that extra Virgin love and making that first booking. So Dean, I don't know, will I have access to the chat box after today's presentation? Can I get a copy of it? Is that possible?
Of course, we'll send it to you.
Okay. So right now, if you are looking to make your first Virgin Voyages booking, like you are super excited about Virgin, you are ready to go, and you might need some help making that first booking, can you put a yes in the chat box? Because I know that Jody and JC, they are primed and ready, and they are super excited to work with our first mates and getting you booked up. So if you're wanting some additional assistance, put yes in the box, and I will make sure that one of our team members reaches out, and we're going to help you build your business one booking at a time.
Well, 19, 20, 21, 22, it looks like 22, just 23, so 25. Oh my gosh, it's going up and up.
Love it.
Well, Lindsay, thank you so much. I'm going to give people another few seconds to say yes, yes, yes. There's a 4 yeses. Yes, 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 yes. And yes, I'm ready. Okay. So Lindsay, that was a great presentation. Everyone out there, thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you out on the seas. Goodbye, Lindsay. It was great having you. Cheers.
All right. Thanks, Dean. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.